Hey folks, Sir Charles Cary. Welcome to another episode of Desktop Discussions. We're going to jump right in it. I always say take notes because you never know what you're going to walk away with. I really mean that. I think it's important that when you listen to people, speak to people, learn from people, engage people, that you have an open mind so that you can get the most out of that experience. It may be short term, it may be long term, but regardless of the term, the more your mind is open, the more you can walk away with. And that is a phenomenal opportunity each and every day of your life. So take notes if you want to, ask questions, post your comments, and I am all open to it. So let's just get started and jump right in. Right now, I mean, what's most important right now? Right now, um, I mean, I can't tell you. You'd have to tell me, or you'd have to think about it to know for yourself what's important to you. You see, that's something only you can answer. Now, I can tell you about me, but the question isn't posed to me. But I will reference age of my life and during the times that we have been going through as a worldwide community. And I think that's just something should everyone should probably reflect on. That question for themselves and for their family. What's important right now? What's most important right now? And for some of us, we've gone through different things, and it's our job. We want to make sure that we're sustained because of our job, our careers, or maybe our business, right? I don't know what your business is or what kind of work you do, but maybe you want to hold on tight to that thing for obvious reasons. You have to be able to take care of yourself. You've got to have revenue coming in. I get it. That's nothing to take lightly. And if you're running a business, even more so, because literally everything falls on your shoulders. So you have to know, what's happening from moment to moment or from day to day. And if it's just the finances, regardless of what you do, it's almost the same exact perspective. You have to have money to feed yourself, take care of the expenses, the bills, the utilities, et cetera, et cetera. If you have children, I mean, so I get it. But is that what's most important to you? If you have an opinion about this, please post your opinion. I want to get your feedback because, like I always say, we learn best through genuine engagement. If we're not engaged with what's going on around us, and if we're not engaged with one another directly one on one, it can be a little challenging to, get real life experience, real life exposure on, you know, what the next step is for you. Now, for some of us, it may be relationships. Honestly, the most important thing right now, it may be relationships. Whether again, it could go to your work, your business, or your family. Because of the challenges the world has been subjected to, family is very important now. And even though all family does not get together, trust me, I know, does not get along, I should say, because all family does not get along. Sometimes that can be challenging. But in the midst of tough times, yeah, sometimes you do have to weigh the good with the bad and sacrifice to be closer to family because usually we expect family to be there in a clinch. And none of us want to be in a bad situation, but maybe that's what's most important to you right now, family. Now, again, this is not a long broadcast, but the bottom line is take note or be engaged as you wish or as you will. But here's the reality. Maybe it's all of the above for you. Maybe it's your job. Maybe it's the money. Maybe it's family. Maybe it's a combination of those things. See, but only you can tell. See, I don't know who this is for, but whoever it's for, only you can determine what's best for your life and for your family right now. Not talking about last year or a few years ago, and we definitely can't speak to the future per se, but only you know. And everyone is different, so you have to realize that whatever it may be, you have to know yourself so that you know what your priorities are. You have to know yourself so that you know, are you willing to make sacrifices in particular areas to get the results that you want? So ask yourself, maybe after the broadcast, maybe before you go to sleep, or maybe tomorrow morning, what's most important to me now? You need to know that answer because there are people watching you, people looking to you for information, people watching you as a guide, people that really aren't sure themselves of what their next steps are going to be. So if anyone needs to know, you need to know. And I would propose, this is just my, again, my feeling. And again, this is not supposed to be a long engaged conversation, but if there are questions, I'm definitely open to it. But what I will say is this: your quality of life is dependent upon what's going on in your life, of course, but the decisions that you make decisions that impact your quality of life. So, this is a crazy example, but let's say you leave your door open. Now, we know we're living in the 21st century. We know this is 2022. Who goes to sleep or leaves their home unsecured? So your quality of life, it's dependent upon the decisions you make. So think about all the other decisions you can make: what you eat, how you spend your money, whether you get good rest or not. Are you taking care of yourself? The list goes on and on and on. So you have to know what's most important to you. And for me, now I told you I would give you my perspective on me. For me, it's about a couple of things. Quality of life is the overall or the overarching thing for sure, but also technology. And I don't mean technology from an entertainment or enjoyment perspective. Yeah, I do. But in the worst case scenario, where are we going to get our information, or how are we going to get our information? That, coupled with quality of life, makes a world of difference to me. Because can I get it from my phone? Can I get it from my computer or laptop? Do I watch regular news? I need all those avenues or pathways so that I can know what's going on in my world, what's going on around me, so that I can make the best decisions for myself and my family, and how I lead my life and how I live my life. And I impart those things with my children. They're grown, they're on their own, but I want to make sure that they are on the same page with me so that they have options. Not just what I say, but options that fit their lifestyle. So, again, whatever your comments are, whatever your questions are, if you agree or disagree, let me know. It's just a desktop discussion. I really want to know because I really think it's important that we learn from each other, and in many cases that we learn with each other. And what's important to me is always understanding where technology is, because that drives a lot of things, but also to have a good quality of life. And that encompasses not just the technology piece, but also the comfort piece, the reliability piece, having resources. All of those things affect my personal quality of life. You see, if the lights go out, do I have what I need? Can I make it, et cetera, et cetera. So think about that and ask yourself that question. What's most important to you now? Not tomorrow, right now. Because, God forbid, the worst case scenario, you need to know how to function. And if you got a family, you've got to take care of your family. That's really important. All right? So post your comments, post your questions, and just tell me what's most important to you now. And as always, you can always go to our website to get any of our resources, downloads, audios, videos, etc., etc. It's not just my information from some of my colleagues that have been doing this for a long, long time. Just feel free, save yourself some money, go there and check out the resources that are available to you. And I would be more than glad to give you any more tips and techniques and share all the nuances that are most appropriate for you. And with that being said, like usual, you got to radiate the brain and change the game. I'll see you next time.